Reef DVMs here. Just got some parts in here that I kind of want to show you as we go through this little project of mine. Got some ball valves that I brought in from Bulk Reef Supply. I got some couple check valves. Basically, I'm starting a big plumbing project if you've been following me on Facebook, and this is the video that goes along with it. I'm taking these ball valves, these check valves, a ton of Schedule 80. I like ones with slip locks on them. I like to glue everything. I'm really not going to try and use a lot of threads right now. I'm going to use some T's, all sorts of fittings. I've kind of planned this out on some paper. I've shown you guys that. I've got some rubber bulkheads for the top where I'm going to put some thermometers and some temperature gauges. I'm going to use some cheaper black ABS plastic for the overflows, just because they're not hopefully going to get used much and save some expense there. Most of this stuff I bought off the Bulk Reef and had it shipped to me today. I'm going to use a lot of unions. I can't stress unions enough, guys. These Schedule 80 VC unions like this just really work great. I'm going to be putting in a float valve in an RO chamber, and then right next to it a saltwater chamber. I'm going to put everything together with weld-on primer. I really like the gray stuff. It just matches. Doesn't look stupid like the purple stuff does on the white PVC pipes, especially for those of us that don't plumb very well. I'm going to use some fittings. This happens to be a male fitting for one of the pumps. I'm going to probably go with a Pan World pump. Definitely going to be using commercial grade bulkheads on my water tanks, especially because I'm going to bulkhead them out the bottom and I don't want future leaks. As far as the pump itself goes, I really like Kawaki pumps, but you know, for this case I wanted to save a little money because the pump's not going to run a lot. So I went with the Pan World. Again, chief engineer supposedly started this company based on Kawaki pumps. It's a pretty quiet pump. I had a couple ends that I bought for it that just thread right on. I'll probably actually plumber dope those up a little bit before I actually put those on, just to make sure they don't leak. But these are the supplies I bought along with 2 bins, and I'm going to kind of show you how it all got put together here, and then at the end we'll jump ahead and show you the water testing. Here we are down in the basement. Basically made just a floor stand out of pine. I wanted to get it up a ways so I could slip the pump underneath it. I want the pump to pump from the bottom of the buckets. Water's going to come in the RO side, which is the one on the left. It's going to come down into the bottom, get pumped up through the pump, and get dumped into the saltwater side, the one on the right. And then if I turn a ball valve, I'll be able to use the same pump and pump it into the other room, where eventually my sump would take the water. Right now we're going to just use a 75-gallon tank. Those ACE roto-mold pumps work really good. I'm actually doing a little electrical work there by doing a little GFI. There's some pictures here of how it all kind of came together with my bulkheads and stuff. I thought it worked out pretty good. A little bit of glue, a little bit of thought process, but it came together real well. Pump I put down in the bottom there, as you can see, and again, wired it all into the GFI. Put it, it's only 20 amp breaker, so it's got plenty of power. This is what it looks like, guys. I'll show you what it did in a couple weeks here. Here we are, folks, just giving you a quick update on the water change system. We've been doing some testing on it for the last few days. Seems to be working really well. Just kind of go through some brief things with it and how it worked out for us. 40 gallons of water in it roughly right now. You can kind of see the 2 levels. First tank there on the left is the RODI water. It's coming off the top there. Ended up having to mount that a little different. Up here on the back side there's a little valve to help it shut off. I had to put that up here. Basically just, you know, making it so that when the back pressure hit this from when we have a float switch in the bucket, that it also shut off the drain line so we didn't waste drain water. But got that all plumbed in. Got it going down into the tub here with just basically a standard float switch in there, which shuts off obviously very easy. Got a couple extra off switches just in case we're on vacation you want to turn it off. Bucket right next to it is the salt water. Obviously this tube across the front here is just an external drain just for overflow. I did the same thing there on the side of the RODI water. just in case. Both of these buckets, as you probably saw by the pictures before, are tapped out the bottom, to which there's, the different valves that we placed. Got a nice pan whirl pump sitting right down in here with a head height of about 22 feet. That certainly pumps up here to the switch, which we can actually turn on. I'm just getting used to it, so I've got it actually labeled. You can hear the pump there actually running. You can tell it's not too loud. Everything for the PVC went together real good. Used a gray cement. I've got underneath down there, I've got basically another check valve. I also put a check valve up here, which works out really good. I really like having the check valve in it. But this is basically what it sounds like. Right now it's recirculating water, so it's just basically mixing what's in there. I have a temperature probe in there and a heater in there, which obviously are also on the switch here. The valves all work great. You just turn them off and the valves turn really nice and easy. They're not hard to maneuver. Quick disconnects on them all, which is really good, so I can get them off. And like I said, got the temperature gauge in there and got the thermometer probe. Check valve goes all the way up into the ceiling, comes over, and basically we'll just walk into the other room and dump it into the sump at some point. Right now it actually dumps into one of the 75-gallon tanks. But the automatic water changer is working really good. Pump's working good. Valves are working good. Really pleased with how this all turned out. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick video here on how it all ended out. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Appreciate you watching my video. If you have any questions on how I plumbed it, hopefully I've explained it earlier, but if not, feel free to ask me questions. Thanks.